Hey, what's the word, YouTube? What's the word, family? It's your boy, Moonbound Crypto, signing back live with another one. No days off. We take no days off. We do this 365 days a year. We take no days off until the mission is done. Do you hear me? 10 toes in this joint. You hear me? Well, y'all already know ain't really much to say, but I'm going to come here and talk anyway. You feel me? I hope everyone had a nice day. I hope everyone was productive, but we gotta touch the bases, see what the markets is doing. Nah, I mean, get your drinks, get your smoke, get your whatever, man. We look, man. We coasting from here on out, man. I tell you that much. Because I tell you right now, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. We're all in the same boat, and I'm trying to get up out of here. I tell you that. But we gonna be chilling, like, you feel me? It ain't much change from yesterday. We've been saying the same thing for months. Cornelius, what's the word? G. Jewett, what's the word? And locked into the live. I'm about to join you, bro. I'm about to join you, Jewett. I'm about to join you. Cause I'm over here on man. I called myself laying down. I was like, I gotta put in some work before I get comfortable. Shit, no days off. Like, we got to keep talking about. We got to talk about Dogelon Mars every day because we don't got no big influencer. So I'm gonna try to become a big influencer for Dogelon Mars for y'all. You feel me? I got to make sure this shit get to heaven. You hear me? 10 toes type shit. We gonna hit this lick, y'all. But in the meantime, we can't slack off because, like, man, we got to do this shit tired, sick, all this, all that. Like, now, I mean, no one said it's gonna be easy. Man, Moon, don't make me get another one. Hey, real rat, no days off. You wet. We ain't got no choice. I'd rather suffer. Listen, give me all the pain and the suffering. As long as I ain't got to see the muffin suffer, I don't care. Bring it on. Bring it on. I could take it. I could take it. No, real rap. Real rap, cuz we got this shit in the bag. Yo, we're at the end. Look, we're at the end of this shit, man. We're at the end of this shit. The reason I say we're at the end of this shit is because there's two things that's going to happen. Before we even get to the chats, I'm over here talking and shit. So give me a second. Because I be trying to be professional in this joint, but on these bearish days, on these red days, I just want to come and chop it up with y'all. Like, I be wanting to chop it up with y'all. This should be therapeutic. But damn, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, so I ain't going cap. What I'm looking for right now. So in the best case scenario, hear me out. In the best case scenario, we get a pump probably in September, October, November, whatever month. August, September, October, November, whatever. That's the ideal situation. But do you think what I think's going to happen? I think we're going to have a mimic of this year, early 2025. It could go all the way into 2026, and then we get a pump in 2026. It's ugly. I don't like to admit it, but it's possible. Because we could just continue, like, I mean, the reason I say that is because Ethereum need to get moving and Bitcoin need to get moving for us to get moving. Like, pretty much, I mean, we're going to take a look at the charts, but just to round it all up, I just don't want no one here to get depressed once, September, October, November come and we don't go up. Because it's possible, like, Altcoin season still ain't start yet, y'all. You feel me? Up before the sunrise. Real rap. Real rap. Larry, like vamp life. Like it don't even matter. Like time ain't even real, Larry. If I got air in my lungs, I could talk. Like, nah, I mean, once we get the money, we ain't gonna care how many nights we were up. You feel me? Doesn't matter how many nights we up. You feel me? We gonna get the fucking money. Like, nah, I mean, let the rest of the people go to sleep and not care about their future and shit. Nah, I mean, gotta go clock in every day. Let them go to sleep. You feel me? We got bigger plans, Larry. You hear me? We got bigger plans. Yeah, but we can't really go off. I mean, like, yeah, that's when it ran. I'm thinking about that. Ew. That's when it ran up in 2021. Yeah, but I feel like this cycle is different from 2021. I just feel like it's different. Smoking on that gas. Life should be on Cinemax. I ain't gonna keep rapping because I don't know if I can get copyrighted, but y'all know the song. But chill, like that's what I'm feeling right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna waste y'all time, man. Real rap. A in the chat. What's the word, y'all? Just another day in the trenches. Y'all already know ain't really nothing going on. I don't really know what's going on in the market. All I know is that Ethereum, should I say Bitcoin, is still like in that block trading principle between 120,000 and like 117. But I feel like that shit can't be held. I feel like Bitcoin got to go lower. But we're gonna look at some key indicators. We're gonna look at everything, y'all. Just let me get my mind right. I've been on the road all day working. It's like, come on, man. Like I be trying to keep it professional, but this shit taking all day, so I might as well get comfortable. I'm sorry. This is moonbound. All right. This is moonbound. You hear me? Like we get fried over here. You know what I mean? We roll up. We get right over here. You hear me? You either get right or get left. You hear me? Real rap. Shit, man. I hope everyone doing all right, man. I hope everyone doing all right. I'm ready to get this money too. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry for the long intro, but ain't nothing going on, man. Like I make better videos. I make better videos when I take a day or two off because then like I got something to build on. But considering that the odds are stacked against us, I gotta keep my foot on niggas' necks until I get tired, until my fucking feet fall asleep or something. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna get the shit out the mud. I'll tell you this right now. Y'all better choose whether you want to be a fish or an eagle. I tell you that. I tell you that because this next pump, I'm out of here. Well, I'm out this trade, but y'all already know what type of time I'm on. Jerome Powell is really something. What do you do now, Larry? What do you do now? What's going on with Jerome? Man, oh man. But yeah, talk y'all shit in the damn chat. Y'all can ask me a question and shit. Like y'all know ain't nothing changed significantly from yesterday. But we gonna get into the charts and everything. I'm just like, nah, I mean, shoot y'all shot. Like, nah, I mean, like the comments up, like the chat up. That because y'all know once I start talking, I'm not going to stop until I'm done. Trump trying to make him cut the rates. Man, y'all don't even get what's about to happen. See, this is the thing about Jerome Powell, right? I like Jerome Powell. Y'all probably don't, but I like him. The reason I like Jerome Powell, the reason I have respect for Jerome Powell is because he kept me alive while I was fucking dumb. Before I knew anything about shit, you know, all I wanted to do was go to work, be an electrician, and take care of my family. Wasn't thinking about shit. But he kept us alive. He kept me alive. You feel me? He kept me alive. But now since I'm smarter, yeah, I want Jerome Powell out of there. That way the new chair could go in there and, you know, we could get this joint cracking. But do y'all know what that means? Look, y'all. As soon as picture it like this. Look, we know what's going on. You feel me? We know what's going on. The rest of the world don't know what's going on. The rest of the world needs Jerome Powell. Because once he's out, bro, the new chair is going to, bro, all I'm going to say is that, I ain't going to say too much, but if you ain't in crypto by the time the new chair is in power, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm going to say is you fucked. Because we going to be doing whatever the hell we want to do. You feel me? Like, bruh, what I'm trying to say is the world is about to change so fast, and the new chair is going to do whatever Trump says, which is good. That is good. That's going to pump my bags. We're going to get rate cuts. Nah, I mean, we're going to be lit. But the average Joe that don't know nothing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even know what's going to happen to y'all. But I don't care. I did my part. You hear me? I'm keeping it a bean, Larry. Listen, look, Jerome Powell kept us all alive while we were fucking dumb. All right. We were all dumb. We ain't know shit. But now Jerome Powell's leaving. Like, yeah, we want that because we're in crypto and we know what shit is hitting for. But yeah, motherfuckers about to lose their jobs, their homes, their wives, their whole livelihood. In a matter of time, what? People ain't even going to be earning money in check. Like, bro, it's going to be the whole landscape is going to change. Watch. And people going to cry and moan saying, I don't know what people say. I don't know what people say, but listen. I follow the power. You feel me? One way I survived all this time. You might not like the king, but you better work with him. You might not like what's going on the block, but you better figure that shit out. Or you on the menu. So y'all better stay cool, calm, and collective. But all right, now let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm disappearing when everything skyrockets. I'm staying right where I'm at. I ain't disappearing because once everything skyrocket, I'm still going to be talking about Dogelon, Mars, and other cryptos. This shit don't stop. This is only the beginning. I ain't even scared. I'm going to embrace my destiny. Fuck that. You know how many people going to want to buy Dogelon, Mars? Once it rip, I ain't going to get my, like, know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to get paid, but I'm not going to, I got to cut off this fan. This should be blowing my. I be trying to add on that razzle dazzle. When the fan be on in the AC, but the joint be making my shit boat. Like my shit always boat when the fan on. bad joint, but we in this joint. We in this joint. 7 in the chat. What's the word? What's the word? Also, another thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Bitcoin reserve. Now listen. This I was thinking about this when I was driving. So when it comes to the Bitcoin reserve, it's good, right? We're hype about it, right? But listen, what we haven't really started accumulating Bitcoin as a country, right? If you could check the Bitcoin reserve, there's no Bitcoin in it yet. Listen, I feel like the Bitcoin reserve was just to get the ball rolling. When I say get the ball rolling, look. So what does the US say? The US says they're trying to keep the dollar strong, right? So pretty much they created a Bitcoin reserve, but they don't really want to use it, but they know it's going to be useful. This is when it becomes useful. When they ain't got no choice but to use it. So imagine this. We all know that there's only a finite supply of Bitcoin. And we know Bitcoin is going to continue to disappear over the years. You feel me? There's going to become a point where there's no more Bitcoin left. Or like a very small amount. I feel like that's when America is going to start buying and start pushing it on to the public. And whoever ain't got no Bitcoin, that Bitcoin reserve is going to have your soul. Just like the motherfucking Federal, because right now the Federal Reserve got all our souls in one place. Like we need that gold, right? Because we're at the end of that old ass system. We need that money, but now it's a new system. And the new system is going to be better than the old system. And what I'm trying to say is if you ain't got no Bitcoin, by the time the US start buying Bitcoin, you should might as well just get a brand. You're a slave forever. It's over. And it probably won't happen in the next, I don't know when they're going to start doing it. But I'm telling you, paychecks going to stop. People going to start getting shillings. Yo, the old system's collapsing, y'all. That's the best I could say. The old system is collapsing. Do I want the dollar to collapse? No, but it's collapsing. Well, so what? It's paper. It's paper. You know what I mean? It's paper. You feel me? Over here, got me over here messing up my papers. It's paper. You feel me? It could burn. Like this shit grows out the ground, literally. Eventually, it's going to be everything stable coins and Bitcoin. And you're going to, I don't know what they're going to do to compensate the public. But if you ain't got Bitcoin money, if you ain't got gold money, Bitcoin money, oil money, look, might as well go clock in because listen, I'm not talking. Look, I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna be older by the time this happens. But I'm trying to tell you, the longer y'all hold out from crypto and want to turn away and don't want to be around when it's bearish, you're just doing yourself a disjustice. Like you're just killing yourself. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you go to work every day. We go to work every day just to keep the lights on, just to keep our little car, maybe go on a little trip with our honey dip, our little demon and shit, whatever, the wife, whatever you like to call her. Jails and military only left. Y'all heard it? Y'all heard it there, folks. Not you can't, you gotta take the military out there because we ain't fighting no more wars. That shit's over. We're gonna be sending dogs. A whole bunch of dogs, robot dogs. We're gonna have AI dog. We like war ain't even war no more. We're putting bombs on drones and flying. Like y'all play fucking Call of Duty. the bomb on the damn little flying little race car shit. We blowing shit up. Like everything's about to change, y'all. It ain't gonna be no militaries. Who got the best robots? It is what it is. Know what I mean? Shit. But let's get into this, John. I'm over here talking. 10 in the chat. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? Let me get in this, John. Where we gonna start? Where we gonna start, y'all? We gonna go to the safe havens. We gonna start this John off right. We ain't playing with them. We ain't playing with them. Shit, this the best part of the day right here. Like the L. Look at the charts. All I need is some fire shit, but I don't need it. I want some fire shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I need is this damn place to be done. That's what I need. And I need crypto to pump. Anyway, enough of me complaining, because it'll always be worse. Thank God for everything he's done for me thus far. Thank God, you know what I mean? Because it could be worse. So we're going to start off with the euro. All right, so on the 5-day, I seen it was climbing up yesterday, but we're starting to go down a little bit. Okay. Hold up. Let's go to the daily. Okay, we got it. Okay, the euro's going down. That's what I like to see. Not that I don't like the euro, but if I see more safe havens cooling off and taking, consolidating, that means we could probably push higher. So the monthly, we reset and we're climbing higher. So no, I feel like we could still. I feel like the euro could still climb higher on the monthly. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I would still want to see how that plays out. The weekly, the euro's cooling off to me on the weekly. On the 5-day, the euro's definitely cooling off. So that means if it's cooling off like that on the 5-day, that's most likely more sideways. But I need to take a look at more safe havens to get a better gauge of what's going on. Looking at Mother Russia. All right, so not bad. So the last couple of days, we've been looking at Russia. Russia has been very stagnant, very flat. They haven't really been going up, neither down. But on the 5-day, I'm actually seeing a depreciation in price. So that's telling me they're getting into the markets. I'm pretty sure they've seen Bitcoin, they've seen Ethereum. I'm pretty sure they're getting in. I'm pretty sure they're buying the dip right now. Right now, Russia's buying the dip. Wherever the dip is, Russia's buying that shit right now. And that's good. Yeah, so the monthlies is starting to look weak. Yeah, Russia's seen that $120,000 Bitcoin. They're getting in there at, I don't know where Bitcoin is right now, but I know it's at 120,000. They've seen the pullback that we all predicted as a team, as a family, because I didn't get to this point right now by myself. This is a collective. It's a village. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all. But but yeah, Russia's looking good. Pumping on a day. Well, I wouldn't really say pumping, but on the 5 days depreciating, on the monthly is depreciating. So they're getting some. So Russia's getting in the game right now before we get that next leg up. Let's take a look at gold. Gold on the monthly looked like it found some support, climbing higher, but it's a very slow climb. It's a gradual climb. It's more of a sideways action on the monthly. On the 5-day, it's depreciating. Gold is depreciating on the 5-day. That's good. That means, they're leaving their hedge, but this could turn around any moment. So yeah, people are leaving their safe haven. So euro is kind of weak. Russia, wait, the euro was what? The euro was a little weak, was it? It was like a little weak on the weekly, wasn't it? Yeah, the euro. So the euro was still strong on the week, but it's starting to like plateau, it's starting to flatten out. But Russia is showing more of an aggressive move to the downside. Gold is. Let me look at this other gold. All right, so on the 5-day, gold is cooling off right now. Like they're liquidating their but I'm pretty sure they liquidated once, they probably liquidated around the time that Bitcoin was going up. You feel me? But they're going to come back. They're going to go back to their safe havens eventually. But when they go back to the safe havens, you know that we're going to go down. But it seems like they're going in. It seems like they're trading. You know what I mean? Because there should be another move coming. BlackRock. So yeah, we got the Board Drilling Company recovering well. We got BlackRock holding strong. Nvidia holding strong, trading sideways, just like most of the market. We got China. Let's go take a look at China. So right now, by the way these markets is looking, I feel like people are getting more exposure, but not too much exposure. So China on the 5-day, yeah, it's depreciating. On the monthly, depreciating by a big shot. So this is telling me there's going to be a pump coming up very soon to the upside. But first, we gotta wait for Ethereum and Bitcoin to reset. Let me take you out with me. That way we could go take a look inside the charts. Because this is looking interesting now. EVG, what's the word? I see you, G. I'm finding some interesting stuff. So I'm over here like kind of in the zone, bro. I'll be back though. I'll be back. We gonna run, y'all. Like I'm gonna come talk about Dogelon Mars, but right now it's really Bitcoin and Ethereum's time right now to shine. More so Ethereum, but y'all already know Bitcoin moved the markets. Damn. Bitcoin dropped down to 115. I know. Look, if we go to 109, yo, and that will be a psychological level because we were everyone was crying about a $110,000 on Bitcoin. Now people going to start crying about a $120,000 Bitcoin. Man, if we hit 110, people going to so many longs going to be liquidated. Like no one's going to people going to think the market's over, but we know better, though. We know better. We know our TA. We do our research. You feel me? But that's not even really what I'm looking for. I'm worried about the stock RSI. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm worried about right now. All right. So the monthly stock RSI is still bullish. Take it. So yeah, I'm waiting for this joint to come down a little bit, y'all. Yeah, I'm waiting for us to leave this purple box. I want us to come down a little bit lower. If you pay attention to this other purple box, this will be. I feel like this will be our new floor, like somewhere in here. That's between. Let me bring this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I feel like we need to come down into this box before we can actually break 122,000. So that'll be anywhere between. I don't know. Wait. Let me see. Like 106 to like 99,000. But I guess I could give like some playroom and like raise the box a little bit because we do have those wicks at the top, and that's what I was using before. If it allows me to do it right. All right, so. Yeah, like something like around there, like 111. Like, let me bring this joint up a little bit. So yeah, like 110, 110, 109, because the 110 is at the top of those wicks in this range. Like y'all see all that support in that range. So worst case scenario, I don't believe we're going to go below $99,000. But since we're up so high and we're putting in a move, like y'all see where we at on the weekly, I feel like we could retrace. You feel me? And then we could just, rebound. Like why not? We need to retrace because we just had such a big move. Like y'all see how big this move is. All right, we had to move. We went to overbought territory, and we hit 122,000. All right, we're at the top of the roller coaster. We're at the top. Now we got to go back down and build up some momentum. That's how I see it, at least. But I'm waiting for this indicator to come back down and reset, come back down. Like, yeah, we can start trading around, but this thing got to come down some. Like now, I mean, we just put in, you know, a new local high for Bitcoin, and I feel like that's what the safe havens are doing. Like, you feel me? Like yeah, it's not a you know, it's not a great allocation, but you've seen Nvidia, you've seen Circle, you've seen BlackRock, you've seen these companies pumping. You feel me? But yeah, it's like a block trade. It's just a block trading principle. Like right now, we're somewhere in between 110 and 122. Like, you feel me? Like we could, you know, we could bounce around between 110 and 122. But I feel like to really get that strength to go up and really go to oversold territory, you feel me? We need that, you know, that 103. You feel me? That 105 to show its face again. Like, we need to come back below $110,000 for us to really go up higher, or we could just bounce to $110,000. I can't predict the future, but I know we need a pullback. Like, I'm not bearish. You feel me? Like, we're way up here. We're way up here in overbought territory. We're on the ceiling. We're literally on the ceiling. So I know we got to come back. I know I'm not crazy, but this is the weekly time frames. This is the weekly time frames. I didn't really go to the daily or the 3 hour. It doesn't really matter. In the monthly, because, you know, I'm more of a long holder. In the monthly, it's still extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Like, we still ain't even get to the oversold territory on the monthly for Bitcoin. Now that's when, you know, your whiskers should be up, if you will. Now let's go take a look at ETH. ETH still holding 3,600. That's good, y'all. That's good. That's good. Like, Bitcoin came down from 122,000 all the way down to 115, but ETH is still holding. That's good. I mean, it's prone for a pullback, but still. But didn't ETH like hit like 3,800, something like that? Not too long ago. Yeah, like 3,700. I'm pretty sure ETH going to say the same thing. Like, we're going to look at the weekly, and it's going to be in overbought territory. Like, this is not a time to buy. This is a time to put shorts. I don't know how to do that yet, so. But I know how to scalp though. Anyway, so yeah, ETH is, guys. This is clockwork. It's clockwork at this point, you know. It's clockwork. Yes, the safe havens are moving up and down, but that is the allocation to mainly Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's not our turn yet. It's not that, oh, altcoin season ain't coming. It's just not our turn yet. Like, we gonna have altcoin season. It's just we gotta wait. But this time you gotta be willing to get out. Yeah. Here we go. I don't know what happened, you guys. All right, we're here. This joint acting crazy. This joint lagging out on me, you guys. All right, so this purple box right there. something like that, or like a similar move. Like, look, every time it comes up here, it stays up here for a little bit, and then it has a pullback, and it's usually deeper than usual. So like it always goes to oversold territory, then it goes up. But yeah, we all the way up here. So yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna be here for a little bit, y'all. Might as well get comfortable. It is what it is. You feel me? Something like that. But we're way up there. So once we came up here, we hit, 3,700, close to 4K. All right, cool. So we're gonna go back down and most likely retest 4K. It's been like this for a while, but it ain't over yet, y'all. It ain't over yet. But hold up. Show you the monthly. Like, just be grateful. At least we got to reset on the weekly, not the monthly. Like, we're already reset on the monthly and we're climbing. You know what I mean? But we're going to have volatility throughout the month. You just got to know when to buy. Like right now, it's not time to buy either. You feel me? Not right now. I know it looked good. I know you feel like it's going to keep going, but just take your emotions out of it. It's over. You gotta be able to cut them down without feeling anything. Just do it. So right now we're up here in, like I said, overbought territory. Everyone's buying Ethereum. But I tell you one thing for sure. Two things for certain. The smart money was buying down here. And right now, everyone hype. You feel me? They see Ethereum finally, like they just load up their money. We're talking about the people that that keep our lights on and, you know, have your favorite snacks inside your favorite store. Like it's them people, the people that keep your water clean. You feel me? Like down here, they was buying, you know,
the Forbes list people. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? They over there buying. Let's change their color. You feel me? We're gonna make them gold. You feel me? You see? They was buying all down here whenever all that bad news, everything that was going on around this time, whatever. They bought it up. Now they're up here. Now they're selling. You feel me? When they sell, they go back into their safe havens. So once we really see the safe havens pump, if we're going to see this joint start coming down, it's okay. Don't get scared. It's the weekly chart. Let the weekly chart reset. That's not a bad thing. Resetting means that once it really get bullish, by the time the weekly chart resets on the monthly indicator, who knows where Ethereum is going to be? But look how low Ethereum is already on the monthly indicator. It's somewhere around the halfway point. Bears nowhere in sight. It could be good. It could be real good, you guys. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna look sideways, if anything. It's gonna look sideways. You feel me? But for the most part, we in there. There's something else I wanted to show you guys though. But yeah, it's just we gonna be alright. You know what I mean? It's just they gotta they gotta load up. You feel me? Like I don't care if the powers to be have more crypto than me. Like I do not care as long as I got some, because it's gonna become to a point where even you can't even afford a meme coin. It's gonna get bad, y'all. Y'all think like, do I believe this is why I say like don't sell all your doggone Mars. Like, have some, a couple 100 million. I don't know, a couple, depending how big your bag is, a billion or something, to let that joint just ride forever. Because I don't like the thing is, don't you know, like when you hear about these like maybe a lot of meme coins, like a lot of meme coins been out for a while, but they come like they have like a big ass pop like years down the line. You'd be like, damn, I never even heard it. Like people are going to forget about Dogelon Mars, but it's going to hit again, like down the line. Like, look, what do y'all like once Bitcoin hits like $1 million, right? Ethereum is going to be like what, 20K? So that means Dogelon Mars is going to eat more zeros by default. I'm going to be alive, so I'm going to be 10 toes as this shit. It's going, Dogelon Mars is not going to be my main. It's not going to be end all be all like it is right now. But it's still going to be like 10 toes type shit. You feel me? But even then, like this is why we got to be alive and survive to the bear market, because eventually people going to get tired of buying Ethereum. And what they going to buy? Solana. So we got to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. And y'all already know Sui the next runner up. You feel me? But we got to be alive and thriving. You feel me? That way this next leg up, we're going to sell, do our thing, and buy the bottom. Because if we get a pump before Christmas and we're not maxed out on the rainbow chart, that means Raoul Powell was right about there being a third leg up. So, I ain't trying to count my chickens before they hatch, but y'all know what I'm talking about. What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I went over here to the what's this joint called? Etherskin. Yeah, Etherskin. So these are the wallets. So it wasn't a person, it was actually crypto.com. Because the thing about this wallet that catch my eye is not about, is yes, the fact that it's $27 million worth of Elon, granted, but there's something else I wanted to show you. It's how much they bought in the amount of time. You feel me? I know it's an exchange, but they got $27 million worth. It was worth more. They allocated $27 million worth of Elon in about 6 months. $27 million worth of Elon in about like 6 months. This is what I mean by I'm bullish. Because once this joint really hit, we're gonna hit. Like, remember how low we are on the stock RSI. Like, we are just building up strength down here. Like, do not, like, when you see our prices being stagnant, but Bitcoin and Ethereum is climbing, you should be like happy, because you're building up strength to break resistances that were a problem probably in 2024. You feel me? Earlier in the cycle. Y'all already seen how we was coming earlier this year. So I feel like we're going to get rolling. I ain't going to hold you. But we got to wait for Ethereum to completely recover one more time. On the weekly, though. On the weekly, not the monthly. Ethereum has recovered on the monthly. It's in the medium range, and Bitcoin has recovered on the monthly. It's like somewhere in the medium range. But we need both Bitcoin and Ethereum to recover, to completely recover, to reset. We need Bitcoin and Ethereum to reset on the weekly stock RSI. Once we do that, I feel like that's when things are going to turn over. But it's the weekly chart, so that's not that long, right? What y'all talk about this, y'all? Trader. Jason, what's the word, y'all? What's the word, y'all? Would it be something if would it be something if means be by law 1 cent that will lock a lot of people out? The thing is, this is going to see people people going to do what they want to do. Like, some people, I feel like even with Bitcoin at $1 million, I feel like people are going to less likely be more afraid of it. Like, it's like some tragic going to have like, they're going to have to be something's going, like, I don't know what's it going to take. But before we meet that choke point, I want to be ahead of the game. I ain't going to hold you. I did my part. You feel me? I did my part. I taught as many people what I know. You feel me? Somewhat. What happened? Somewhat what, EBG? What happened? What happened, G? But yeah, like I did my part. I tried. I tried. We all got to make our own way, man. But you know, eventually people gonna see crypto's the way. Eventually, but and like you know what I mean, I can't force no one hand. Like we here right now. Like that's what's important. You feel me? We're here right now. Because if we wasn't here, like damn, we would have missed the lick of a lifetime. I ain't gonna hold you. Probably would have bought at the top of the market. That's what would have happened. We would have bought at the top of the market. But we know we don't need to be buying in no damn orange zone. And yeah, you know, it's just anticipation because we actually know what's going on. But yeah, this joint's taking long though. I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. I feel it too. I'll be lying if I said I didn't, but it's invigorating. Like haven't felt like this in a while. You know what I mean? Playing two five. Oh, exactly. It don't really matter. We are going to be happy at the end of this. We're going to get out of here. We see it's just taking its time, but you know we could just take it day by day. Listen, y'all, I'm hungry, and I know my food getting cold over there. But yeah, y'all already know 10 toes in this jaw, and you feel me? You know, it's another one in the books, man. Free to real. Know what I mean? And yeah, I'm out this drawing, yo. Until next time. Until next time. All right, y'all. Peace.